Hello there, this is Icy Tooney here with another TF2 gameplay video. In this video I'm going to be playing here as the spy on Payload Upward, and one thing you're going to notice right now is I'm actually going to be using the Ambassador in this video. It's been requested to me quite a bit by you guys to have this weapon featured in one of my spy videos, so here it goes. I can't really say that this is going to be the primary focus of this video. I am going to be stabbing a lot more people than I am shooting, but nonetheless it is some Ambassador footage, and I guess I can talk about the weapon a little bit. It does of course replace a revolver for the spy. It is an unlock, and what's really neat about it is that it allows you to get headshots on your enemies. So if you're really accurate and you're able to hit someone in the head, it will do 102 damage to them, and that is a static number. That's not going to change no matter how far away you are from them. So every time you see a giant 102 number pop up on the screen, that's me doing a headshot to them. So the downsides to this weapon in relation to the revolver is you're going to be doing a lot less damage to them if you don't hit them in the head, I mean the enemies, and you're also going to be firing a lot slower than with a revolver. I think you're actually going to be doing about 20% less damage, and I think it's a 20% less, I guess, fire rate with this weapon. So that's kind of a couple downsides to it, but it is a very good weapon if you are able to shoot people in the head, and if you do learn, if you are very accurate with it, I guess. So yeah, just starting it up here. Actually, after that death, as you can see, I did speed it up quite a bit here. This is kind of getting near the end of the map, and this is kind of where most of the action goes. So I guess the first life is kind of more an introductory thing. So here it goes. I am using the Deadringer in this video, if you haven't already noticed. I don't think I've said that yet. And the Deadringer is a great choice if you are playing on Payload, because especially on defense, you're going to be put into situations where you're going to be kind of in a cluster of enemies, because the enemies do like to kind of get concentrated around the cart. So sometimes if you're using like the invisibility watch or the cloak and dagger, it's kind of hard to escape those situations. So the Deadringer is always a great choice. Right now getting nice chain stabs, that's 4 of them there, so that's always nice. Of course, in this server I do have the downward stab animation, which always helps me out. I believe that means whenever there's crits in the server, correct me if I'm wrong, the spy gets the downward stab animation, and whenever there's no crits, you'll see him kind of slash his enemies horizontally, and the downward stab animation is much quicker, and it allows you to get a lot more stabs a lot quick in a shorter time. So you'll see me getting a few chain stabs as well in this video. So yeah, I'm just trying my best to go around some of the side roads in this map and get behind the enemy. That's why it's not really crucial to have the invisibility watch on this map. You don't really need your cloak to get behind the enemy, because there are so many paths like this one where I can just go around the side of the mountain and be behind my enemy. So that really helps as the spy, and just in general, this is a great spy map. I know most Payload maps are great for the spy, but again, I guess this one is no real exception. But yeah, just doing some work here. Of course, that is where they are going to spawn, so I probably should have watched out for that. Just kind of doing toying with this sniper a little bit. You are going to be seeing me doing trying a few trick stabs in this video. That means I'm going to be failing quite a bit, but when I do get one of those weird stabs where I jump off rocks and jump behind people or get stair stabs or whatever stab, it's kind of fun. In this video I was kind of messing around in a sense. I'm not going to be hiding in too many corners, but yeah, I'm just trying to do some fun stabs, and that's always fun for the spy. But yeah, the enemy is kind of just I don't know where they are actually. There's a sniper down there, so I'm gonna be chasing him, trying to get a quick easy stab on him. Not really able to get the side stab, take out my revolver, but fail miserably, of course. And with that bleed effect, my health is actually going to decrease, even though I do have the Deadringer out, and that's kind of another nuisance for the spy, as I do get popped there by the pyro. You think that the spy does not have enough nuisances. Pyros are just such a hard counter to the spy. The snipers have Girardi that can, I guess, make you seen, and now another nuisance is the bleed effect for the spy. And now with the bleed effect, enemies can actually see, I guess, kind of see where you are, because even if you are invisible, if you are bleeding, they can kind of see red gushes of blood coming out of your body. So that's always bad for the spy to have kind of another counter there. And there I just sent that spy down the little pit of death there, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, right now I'm just kind of chilling around. You're not going to see me doing this much in this video, and there's kind of a reason I don't like to do this, is because you can probably already notice it's kind of boring just staying in a corner, especially with the Deadringer. With something like the Cloak and Dagger, you might want to do that, but because I have the Deadringer, no one was going by, so I'm like, screw it, let's just walk around and see what's happening. So the things you have to watch out on this last stage are, of course, the upstairs area. And as a spy, it's really great to make your rounds upstairs as well as downstairs, because enemies like to just camp up there and try to take down the sentry guns from up there. So a lot of the times you're going to see a soldier not moving, just firing rockets at one of our sentries, or a sniper like I am right now, and it's really easy to get good stabs if you do go up here. So I'll be making my rounds up there, and if the enemy is concentrated out here, then it's always best to try to get behind them in some way. I'm just kind of going to try to chill behind this dispenser just to get a little bit more cloak. Of course, with the Deadringer, when you do uncloak, that loud sound is going to make you noticed quite a bit by your enemies. So there I kind of got in a tough situation. I uncloaked by my enemies, and that kind of allowed them to hear that I was around, and that makes them look for me. So that's never a good thing. But that's one of the things you really have to look out for when you are playing with the Deadringer. When you do decide to take off your Deadringer when you are cloaked, make sure it's kind of away from the enemies, or in a position where you can be really safe, because most people will hear that. It's kind of hard not to hear it, but yeah, it's kind of course, one of the downsides to the Deadringer here. So I'm going to be doing my rounds, of course, once again. They do have a teleporter up there. I'm going to sap it once and hope that the engineer is not able to get back to it. But yeah, I think he is able to. Oh noes. That's one of the things you do have to look out for on this map, is taking out enemy teleporters, because if it is like an attack defend map or a payload map, it is crucial as a spy on the defense to kind of look after those teleporters. That teleporter isn't really too far up, so I don't know if I'll be able to take it out, but that is one thing you really should look for, and that's kind of your job as the spy sometimes. So yeah, of course, doing my rounds, like I said again, I do spot there's a demo man there with a pain train, which is a very odd selection for a payload map, but I'm not going to judge him at all. I'm trying to get a nice stair stab there, and if you don't know what a stair stab is, it's kind of, the name is its description. I guess I go up a little stair here, gonna try to jump down, and when he goes up, stab him. It's kind of neat to try to do, but of course I do fail a couple times because I'm not perfect with my spy. But these are a few little trick stabs that you can kind of practice to make your spy experience a little bit better. So there I do see an engineer behind his sentry gun, and I'm doing of course, the classic stab and sap, and I like the stab and sap a lot better than the sap and stab per se, because if you do sap the engineer's weapon, a lot of engineers aren't going to go straight to their gun. They're going to know that there's a spy around, and they're not really going to turn their back blindly to me. So I just like getting the quick stab, and then kind of, I guess, risking being shot by the sentry gun in order to sap it. So but anyways, here the enemy is able to push up quite a bit. The cart is actually on that last ramp, and that last ramp, I think probably you guys know how long it can take to push that cart that extra couple meters, because that ramp will of course make the cart go backwards if they don't push it all the way, and there's going to be about 5 sentry guns on this map inevitably pointed at that cart, so it's going to be really tough for the enemies to do anything here. But of course, because they are going to be so focused on the sentry guns, that I'm going to be able to get some quick stabs. There I do get demolished by that medic who was healing me before, so I probably should have watched out for that. I don't think I could have pulled out my Deadringer quick enough. But only 15 seconds here, but the cart is really close, so we do have to be careful. But we do have 2 sentry guns up top there, and that is really hard to take down if you are the enemy, especially when there is a spy kind of roaming around, because you also have to watch out for that. So here I am taking out the ambassador. Like I said before, I don't really use the ambassador too much in this video, and oh, actually I guess the round is over there. Top fragging like a boss, of course. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to get out some more ambassador footage, of course, because it has been requested, and get some footage just kind of primarily focused on the ambassador. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this spy video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like these in the future, and thanks for watching, you guys.